It's a unicorn.
We're
Fucking
screaming.
All right, cool.
So is it tomorrow that we get backwards compatible? Because I'm really waiting.
I don't know, dude. They didn't put a date on it. You keep asking me,
Oh, I know. I'm gonna ask every day till it happens.
but don't ask me. I'm
I've
not
been
even gonna
playing-
use it.
I've been playing Black Ops 2 on the 360. I'd like to play it on my Xbox One.
Now that he said it was gonna play better, do you think it'll like upres it at all?
Mass Effect looked like shit when they showed it. It was running at like 15 frames a second, so I hope it fucking does something.
They got some
Because
bugs
what's
for
the
it.
point if you're gonna play all these older games and they still look like shit? I'm not telling you. I'm not even saying upscale it. Just frame rate. I wonder if they have locks on the frame rate on those consoles, though. You know what I mean?
I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
Yet to be determined. You're the wrong Phil to ask, I guess.
That's true. I am.
Spencer?
Mr. Spencer, sir. What the hell is this?
What the hell, man?
What the deuce? All right. Well, I don't think I can play music, so that sucks. Because that means we get no intro.
I'm sure we could. You want me to record this too?
Sure you can.
Oh, I can't. It's on Skype. My
Yeah,
Skype.
I'm recording it, and hopefully we will be archiving this episode so I can send it straight to YouTube.
TubeU.
Oh, yeah, there it is. So it recorded our other ones, so it must be doing this one. So we should do that like every time, so it's so easy to fucking upload.
Yeah, we just got to figure a way to get the music in. I'm sure we could figure that out, though.
Yeah, I mean, post editing, I can do it for sure. Once we get it up to YouTube and I like convert YouTube to MP3, then I can edit it, put it in. But yeah, the Clownfish doesn't work at all, and I actually like Google Hangouts a lot better so far.
True story.
So, and if I ever get the screen share to work, what I can do is when we're talking about certain shit, I can actually show trailers. So,
Logos.
you like that?
It's fancy.
That's what I do. Sweet. Stream delay. What the fuck is that? All right, let's fucking do this. Let me just go ahead and post. Should I say something nasty?
Yo, what?
Oh, come on. Shut down. There it goes, I think. My cat just wants to come in here.
Fuck your cat, no.
For real.
Just pushing a lot of buttons.
You hear them keys?
Yep.
Okay. Let's fucking do it.
Go!
Thank you for tuning in to Gaming on Thrones. Today is Wednesday, June 17th, and this is the show that takes you through the digital crusade, and we are your guides, Salkwayar,
By the power of Grayskull!
Richard Lamoureux,
And I say, hey,
I have the power!
Going He-Man thing, am I taking?
such cool hair. He has the coolest hair,
Does.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or is it cool? Is it cool?
It's cool.
Super cool.
I mean, he's kind of like homo, but
Adam?
yeah.
Adam, yeah, Prince Adam's got some explaining to do, but
Yeah, he
I
does.
mean, He-Man, he's
Motherfucker walk around wearing a skirt and some leotards all the time. What's wrong
the
with
pink
that, dude?
vest with the white.
Oh, man. Yeah. And then he just goes in loincloth and rips his shirt off. And then he becomes badass, which says a lot about me that I think that's badass. Less clothes on.
Well, he's He-Man. It's like
Is the pussy ass lion though, and then it's all of a sudden a badass lion? Like I don't get
Battle Cat, bro.
yeah, it's a tiger, bro.
Yeah.
And he's green with orange stripes.
In Masters of the Universe, was Adam ever even brought up, or was it straight up?
Just straight up, like Lundgren was like, "No, fuck that, I'm not doing it."
I transforming.
Yeah. No.
Oh my god, he would never. But that hair that Dolph Lundgren had, how about that hair?
Oh, Dolph Lundgren was awesome. He was the epitomization of '80s badass.
Jacked.
He was. He still is.
Yeah.
Still is. He's in like a newer movie.
Yeah, his face looks like a nutsack now, though.
He's old as hell.
They're like 60.
Yeah.
Guys.
Still in good shape though.
It's our 1 year anniversary today.
We're 1 year old.
What'd you get me?
Podcast.
Fucking sweet.
I didn't bring anything. You know what? I almost bought like cake and then just ate it in front of you guys.
Nah, you would have heard my car start.
Yeah. You were banging at your door real
Cold
quick.
Stone ice cream cake.
Oh, I'd come down there too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 32 years old. I ain't afraid to get a Cold Stone ice cream cake for my birthday for myself.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You see all the toys behind me?
Yeah.
This is like my office / playroom. These are my toys.
PJ ain't allowed to touch those
No,
things.
no, he's not. He breaks things a lot.
Hands off! These are my toys.
Put your hands by your sides.
You can have the little stuffed
touch 'em.
animals.
So we had E3, right? That happened.
E3 happened. Pretty exciting stuff. I'd
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
one of the best E3s overall that we've had in a very long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was refreshing not to have an hour each console got an hour and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
It was refreshing not to have an hour of that dedicated to like apps or something they were going to put on their
Oh
fucking
my
consoles.
god.
Yeah.
There was actually games this time, which was awesome.
Except for if you were EA.
Yeah. But still, I don't even think they did that bad. I mean,
Oh my god.
just, just because Mass Effect fucking that was awesome. The Johnny Cash trailer they had,
That was cool. That was cool. EA had a few things that were all right, obviously. But here's what EA did. They came out and they're like, we don't have anything except for Mass Effect 4 teaser and Star Wars. And what I don't like is when in the press conference they sit there and they put like in the corner, EA had in the corner, coming up next will be this. I don't like that because I like to be surprised on what it is. I don't want to know what's next.
Not to mention 20 minutes of story time with Grandpa fucking
God.
Pele. That was weird.
As much as I respect Pele, come on.
Yeah.
The soccer player?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude.
And then they didn't,
Shut up!
oh my!
I
it
swear,
was
they brought him
horrible.
on stage for like 15 minutes and he just talked in the heaviest Brazilian accent and broken English you could ever imagine.
They try to do this thing where they were like, okay, we're gonna ask this guy something. He's a legend. We're gonna ask him like 2 questions, but he's like 70, so he doesn't know how to like not tell a long story.
Yeah. Yeah,
Somebody
it was
wants
bad.
to listen to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta talk.
Exactly. It was.
You got to figure like a third of their market's sports games because they own all the big ones except for baseball.
But they didn't show anything. They showed
No.
a hockey teaser, and then even with the FIFA, they brought out Pele, and all they did was talk about like new dynamic passing. Like no
Yeah.
shit.
I like during the Xbox conference when the president of EA came out and he was like, I know you're all excited to play Madden. You heard this.
Crickets.
You heard like 2 claps and that was it.
I know,
You were like,
he's
no,
like-
we don't fucking care about Madden. We know it's coming. Who
Yeah,
cares?
exactly. You
What
can't.
new innovations do you have for us this year? What color is that circle going to be?
HD grass.
I'm
Look
all
at
about,
the detail on that sweat. Look at the sweat.
Like, look at this. You can see his balls shaking in his shorts.
I think he's got a.
It was
I-
bad. It was bad.
I love sports games, and I was like, this is horrible. This is
Yeah.
terrible.
Like
You
Sony owns the corner market on baseball, but they only showed like a 5-second clip of that game because they know it's coming out. So that was, and then the Ford advertisement for 20 minutes during their press conference too.
Well, here's the funny part about the Ford thing that I thought was hilarious. Like, I thought, okay, they're bringing the car down from the ceiling because they had this whole show before for Forza. They already did this reveal with the car. So they did it again. And I wasn't upset about that, but what I was upset about is you bring the car out for literally 40 seconds, you show a teaser, and then you don't say anything else about it.
Yeah, what's Henry Ford III doing there anyway? Like, he fucking plays video games. Get out of here.
The guest stars blow me away. I don't ever understand that.
No.
To bring these guys on, but
I mean, you bring some Japanese guy that made a game that can't speak English on stage, and he just stands
my
there
God.
awkwardly. At least they don't. At least the Japanese guys don't shake like they're fucking naked in front of their 8th grade class or something. Like half
who
the other
was that guy? Was that Ubisoft?
Who?
The one guy that got up there that was talking. Yes, it was Ubisoft. He was talking about Unravel.
Yeah, and he was shaky.
Oh my God! I thought he was gonna pass out.
Yeah, they interviewed him in the post interview, and he was just like, he's like, yeah, I was a little nervous. It was weird.
He was taking the thing out of his Yarny. They call him Yarny. He was taking Yarny out of his pocket, and he was violently shaking.
And then they zoomed in on his hand. And it was
They
just
did.
like, "Ah."
They did. He was like he couldn't get it out of his pocket. Oh my lord,
Dude, if this was like 1995, his fucking CD player would have skipped.
He was fine during the interview. I saw the interview. I didn't see him come out on stage. Holy crap.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I did. I felt bad for him, honestly.
Wow.
I really did.
They should have probably had him take like a public speaking class or something.
Because you know what happened is that this guy had like a demo, and Ubisoft went, "Ooh, we really like that. Guess what? You're going to E3 now." And he was like, "What?" It's like me and 4 people in a garage making this fucking game.
Looks
I mean,
good though.
It does. It looks like I'm gonna cry during it, but you know, because you know he's got to die, right? Yarny's gonna die. He's got to die. Or else what's the
Yarny.
point?
What's the point in playing these sweet magical games if the character doesn't die?
Did you guys hear about the DLC for it?
Shut up.
Yeah, Weekend at Yarny's.
Oh God.
Classic. Hey, I just thought about something.
What's up?
Can they hear anybody else but me on Twitch?
I don't know. Oh, this will be great.
Find out.
Yeah, you can hear us.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that would have been embarrassing, right?
No, you're
This
okay.
Jackass just talking to himself,
Best show ever.
drawing mustaches.
Really feeling himself.
He's totally feeling himself up. All right, so more about E3. We'll go around the room and we'll see, what you guys thought about the show entirely, and maybe give me, a couple things that really stood out to you. So we'll start with Saul.
Saul.
Street Fighter 5.
Mm.
I saw more footage of that. That looked cool.
That
We
did
saw
look cool.
Birdie and Cammy. It looks awesome. Unreal Engine. Let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope they don't hire the same team that they hired to do the Street Fighter 4 port
Oh God.
that has like people glitching around, being invisible, and nothing working correctly. Because that would be horrible. Looks cool. That HoloLens for Microsoft looks cool as shit.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a lot of potential, but I don't think we're really going to see a lot of it for the next like 2 years. What do you guys think?
I wonder what applications I would actually use, because I don't play Minecraft. So, like, what would I use that for?
There's
Well, it's smart for them to lead with Minecraft for that though, because I mean it's the largest. I think it's probably the most played game in the world right now. So
I could see like, dude, you ever watch like Marvel Agents the Shield thing where like
Oh, yeah.
pulls everything up? Like shit like that would be awesome to do with that.
Minority Report and everything. Fucking
Yeah, like that. That would be awesome.
They
Like
had
that's
a,
where I see it. I don't really see like the Minecraft looks cool and all, but I just see like the future for it. I think the future for that thing looks a lot better than Rift or Morpheus.
So you think you're down with the augmented reality over the virtual reality?
Yeah, there's so much more you can do with it. Even if you wanted to do virtual reality, you could still do it with the HoloLens.
Yeah. Plus, if you're using it to look at porn, you can stop like jerking off when someone walks in. But you got HoloLens on, motherfuckers, or not HoloLens, but the Morpheus or the Oculus. People could be like in your face while you're jerking off, and you won't even see
You would
it.
never know.
Never know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Other
Like, you
things,
just walk through a bukkake fed.
of course, the exclusives to PS4, that was pretty awesome for Call of Duty because I've decided to play it on that system this year, so that actually works out for me. I don't know if anything else really stood out. Of course, I'm going to let everybody else do the big ones because I know you guys are more hyped about that than I am.
Well, what did you think about? I mean, we didn't see much of Batman. I actually thought we were going to see way more of Batman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's coming out really soon, so I mean
Yeah,
they
next
don't need
week.
to show that much of it.
Yeah.
I think they were just doing like a little tech demo. Like, yeah, this game looks really nice on next gen consoles and stuff. So here, you should probably buy it in 2 weeks.
Buy it now.
I will buy it for sure.
Didn't they show a new Batman with like?
No, that was the same one.
It's the same one.
Yeah,
it
the
was
cop
a
walker on the diner.
Scarecrow, yeah.
Yeah, Scarecrow's a dick. I thought that guy was a Red Hood because I know you could play as a Red Hood if
Yeah,
you
it looked
pre-order
like him, didn't it? But maybe
Yeah,
it,
from the
maybe
from
it
the
is
back.
kind of, but it's just like in that part of the game, Scarecrow makes it
Yeah.
look like him or something. I don't know.
But it looks a lot grittier than it did. Than the other like iterations did. It looks a lot more mature. That's why it got this M rating, I guess, because that guy was shooting people in the face and stuff,
Face.
and that stuff never happened in the old games.
Yeah,
other ones.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it, but I am with the amount of DLC that's coming for it that we know is coming for it right off the bat. I'm actually probably gonna wait
That's what I would do.
until there's some sort of Game of the Year edition or whatever for the same price. Because I'm
It's gonna
Yeah.
get spoiled though.
I don't care the story.
It's Batman, bro. Read
Yeah.
a comic.
But personally, I have a lot to play right now too, so that's okay. I'm okay with waiting on that one. But
Yeah.
anything else, Saul? Anything that stood out, or anybody's conference that you liked or didn't like, or whatever?
Nah, that's all that really stood out for me. You know me. Final Fantasy VII, of course, looks.
But you didn't even mention Black
Crazy.
Ops.
No, I did. I said Duty, Black Ops. It was
Got them.
in between all that.
What did you like about Black Ops that you saw? I mean, we didn't get to see much, but
More of what I saw out of E3 because
Mm-hmm.
I, of course, a little more, looking for YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Right.
It looks awesome. They have implemented my dream. It's what I was looking for the whole time when you play a first-person shooter. Is like when you back up and you get stuck on something. Well, on Black Ops, there's no getting stuck on shit. It automatically makes it so that you get out of the freaking way or move over past the thing. When you jump towards something, it automatically does, the climb and all stuff
Mhm.
like that. So
there's no
that's
extra
big
button
for me.
there.
I think you can still hit it, but I think it tries to do it automatically. But the biggest thing is getting stuck on like a rock on the ground.
Yeah,
Or
like
like a
Battlefield's
little piece of-
notorious for that.
Yes. So
Yeah.
they supposedly have fixed that so that doesn't happen. That is a big thing for me. The guns all look like they play the same as they did initially. Sniper rifles, you can still quick scope, but there's no auto aim or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. I was very happy with what I saw there.
Cool.
Very fast paced still, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not like the older ones. Still really fast
Even
paced.
looked even more so with all the tech things that you could do.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
double jump, but you can't do the
You could
boosting
do
like
like
they
a
do in Advanced
Nightcrawler
Warfare.
freaking teleport.
No, it's Titanfall. Titanfall. Yeah, I love Titanfall. So I mean, that'll
Oh, I
work
know.
out
I
just
was
fine.
just saying. I mean, it was crazy because in the little demo they had the one guy like shoot the guy off the wall, and he got like an award or like a special badge for that. And then the next time they showed that same scenario, the guy like teleported off the wall and just landed like right behind the guy and just shot him right in the head. It was great.
Yeah, it looks like it might be the first Call of Duty.
And the
game
puke
I've watched.
force. You
Buy
can
in a
make
long
people
time.
puke with the force.
Use
Oh, yeah.
this puke.
That was weird.
Can you make them poop?
Probably it
If
comes
you can
out
make 'em
both
puke,
ends,
you
right?
can make them poop. I think. Maybe it's like a double. Maybe they're doing both.
They give him food poisoning with the Force. You eat
Eat
some
this
bad
bad
orange.
chicken nugget.
Yeah, this bad orange chicken. There you go, fucker.
Yo, chicken nuggets, bro. Do you guys see the chicken nugget war going on right now?
Dude, I got
No.
some today. 10 for $1.39.
Yeah, and then BK's doing theirs 10 for like 150 or something like that. Just McDonald's and fucking
Yeah.
Burger Chang.
Remember when like a 20-piece nugget was like $8 or
Yeah.
$11
Oh,
or
my
something?
God.
Now it's like fucking $4 for
Not
20
when you
piece
knew
nugget.
me, because I'd just bring you a whole bag of chicken.
Whole
Yeah.
bag.
Like,
It was good.
probably a couple bags. With, like, the best part was when people would reach in for the nuggets and get, like, a whole chicken patty, and they'd just eat that.
The best part was when you take a fresh nugget, wrap it in cheese, and then eat that motherfucker.
Oh, my God. That cheese was so gross.
It was so good. It was all sweaty and stuff all the
Oh,
time.
my God. Stop.
When the box of 20 first came out, I remember me and Rick fucking partied somewhere, and like we went to McDonald's the next morning, and I bought one. He's like, "All right, man, let me get some sauce." I go, "Oh, we're sharing this?"
No.
I bought one too. Then.
The same guy that eats 2 meals at Denny's.
All right.
So, all right. Well, Rick, what did you take away from this year's E3 overall?
Overall, I told you this earlier. I think Microsoft nailed the hardware,
Mm-hmm.
and Sony didn't really do anything for hardware at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Sony kept their big announcements a lot closer than Xbox did. So they were like, people were surprised when they came out with
Sure.
stuff. Like Xbox, I mean, we knew we were getting games from Xbox. We knew they were coming out with the new HoloLens and stuff. I didn't expect to see HoloLens on stage.
Mm-hmm.
That was
a
cool.
live tech demo. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. But Xbox killed it with the hardware, the way the direction they're trying to go with. I just think the thing about like Sony's big announcements, they're not even exclusives. I mean, everybody says they're exclusives because they're just going console to console. But all the big games that were announced that people were like, well, not all of them, but like 90% of them, they're coming out on PC as well.
Yeah.
Like we talked earlier. So if you don't have a PS4 and you want to play Final Fantasy before it comes out on Xbox One, probably a year later, you can play it on the PC. So you're still good with that, which is a huge announcement. No Man's Sky, which was rumored to be a PS4 exclusive, is coming to PC as well. The Gears of War collection, it's coming to PC as well. So I mean,
in better resolution.
Yeah, it's not forcing me to go out and buy a new console to play the games that I want to play that are on the other console, which is cool. Finally, that I think since the Windows 10 integration they're going to have an Xbox, I think you're going to see a lot more Microsoft games coming to the PC, which is awesome.
It looked like they were pushing for the cross-platform a lot. They were really pushing the stuff that you can do with the Xbox.
Killer Instincts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Killer Instinct's coming. I didn't see that either.
All right, so
that's awesome.
We had someone join the call that we probably should keep it PG for a little while. Mom, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi.
I have to be here for the 1-year anniversary.
Are you going to stick around for the whole thing? Because this might get a little dicey.
No, I'm not going to stick around for the whole thing. I just wanted to show you I could do it and say hi.
Oh, okay. Well,
See?
thank you very much.
Told you, Phil, your mom knows how technology works. You doubted her.
Hey, I never said she didn't.
Hey, who got you the IT job?
That's
true.
Wow, right on the air. We're recording this, so now everybody will be able to see it.
That's awesome.
Okay. I don't know how to hang up, so.
There should be a red phone at the top that says "Leave call."
Make sure you
Not
tell
that
him
you
you love
have
him
to.
before
I'm
you
just
leave.
saying.
All right, well.
So, but anyway, I enjoyed both major tech demos from both consoles. I didn't think EA did that well, just because they concentrated half their show on sports games, which we all knew were coming anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ubisoft absolutely killed it with Ghost Recon. That looks incredible.
Is that the drug dealer one?
Yes, I cannot wait to play that game.
Yeah, the Wild something or others?
I think it's Ghost Recon 2 or 3 or something, whatever it is. But that looks super cool. I mean, for me, a person who's very hesitant to trust anything that comes out of their freaking mouths, that game looks awesome.
I want a white cowboy hat.
And it's confirmed that it's their
should.
largest open world game they've ever made, which is something to say considering they just made a driving game that you drive across the United States.
Cruising USA?
No, The Crew?
Oh.
The Crew, yeah.
Rad Racer DLC?
The what?
Who?
Rad Racer DLC?
I wish.
Yo.
RC Pro-Am.
Oh, they're coming out. You can buy that on Xbox soon.
Yeah, Rick, that looked really awesome. It was funny because we were chatting, and while that was going on, and we didn't know what it was.
No.
I was like, "Is this Just Cause 3?" But I didn't think Ubisoft made that.
No, they didn't. Square Enix makes that.
Yeah, so I'm like, "What is this?"
So
that
it was just like
really cool.
a team of 4 taking down drug dealers and stuff in any way you want to. I was like, this looks awesome. I want to do this with my friends. And then they came out with Ghost Recon. I was like, man, Ghost Recon was so cool back in the day. I love that. I'm glad they're reinitiating it with this as their story they're going with. It looks awesome.
That was one of the first games I actually had for the 360. Was the Ghost Recon.
Yeah, it looks cool as shit, dude. Super excited about it.
Yeah, which is crazy because Ubisoft and Rick.
Yeah.
That's not usually that doesn't mix well.
But it looks super fun. And the only other things I got to say is the obvious. Shenmue kickstarted in less than 12 hours. It's the fastest $2 million ever on the website. So Sony is going to pay for the rest of the game to get developed. Final Fantasy VII Remake, which had people, grown men, grown fat, sweaty men wearing fedoras in the crowd crying.
Crying.
Including yourself.
Yeah, I told Phil that was when I got the PlayStation 1. The two games I got with it was Final Fantasy VII and Gran Turismo 1. So that was my first step into the modern console era. The first game I ever owned on a disc, and I am more than happy to play it again. I bought the HD remake or the HD whatever reskin on Steam. But it's up-resed to 1080p, but it's like 6 pixels per person, so it still looks like ass.
It's the same 6 pixels, but it's up-res.
Yeah, so to see this in a whole new light.
Those are the definitive 6 pixels.
Yeah, they better have
beforehand.
They better have turn-based fighting though, or else I'm gonna be pissed. If it's live action, it's not gonna be good. Keep it original. Just make it look better.
Interesting. I thought there were a lot of surprises. What was your favorite conference?
Sony, not for the PlayStation, but for the games.
Okay. All the interesting. The one game was about your dreams. That was creepy.
Yeah, it's but every console has to have that artistic fucking vision or whatever, and I don't know. They didn't do a good job explaining how that game actually works.
That looks cool.
It does look cool, but I don't understand what it is. Like,
I think
how do you play it? Do you just draw stuff? Or
it's
what?
like a toy store. It's like I could draw a face of like, I don't know, Phil on there and just leave it there for anybody like to augment it or whatever, and then they could use it on theirs. And then you could it's like building with clay, and then you could actually just upload it so other people can use it. Then
but
you can
how do you
animate
play it? How do you play it though? I mean, is it just Microsoft Paint that looks
I think
cool or
so. It
something?
looks like it's like a 3D like paint, and then you could do like movie editing and stuff like that. That's what I got out of it.
I thought out of all the E3s before, we always have indies coming out. I thought the indies looked really strong in this one.
They did. They really
the Cup
did.
game for Xbox looks super. What a cool way to present a video game. And like when we were kids, we didn't grow up in the 30s, but when you watch Looney Tunes, they would have, you watch our Looney Tunes. There'd be some cartoons from like the 30s that were just batshit crazy.
Yeah,
and that's what these remind me of. I'm like, I didn't grow up with those as new things, but I grew up watching them.
Yeah, they looked like the old Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Yeah, and that's cool as hell. That looks cool. The game we were talking about with Yarny, Unraveled, looks
really cool.
Looks really pretty and nice. And the Sony one with the claymation, I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work, but it looks pretty.
It was interesting because I made the remark while we were watching it. I was like, I feel like I'm high during this press conference. They kept showing all the funky cool stuff, which was cool. And then Sony had a good conference because they came out first and they hit everybody right in the feels.
Yeah, they did. They came out first with The Last Guardian, a game that has been shelved since 2009, that everyone thought was dead like 6 months ago because you didn't hear anything about it. And then they came out and they said it's coming next year.
Yep.
So if they don't come next year with this game, like, people aren't going to trust Sony. They have till December 31st, 2016 to make it, or else they're done.
Yeah, Cuphead looked cool. I thought Tacoma looked really cool. That was also for Xbox One. And there was a couple different like space ones. There was this city builder for PlayStation that PlayStation showed off, that Anna.
Yeah, which is crazy because that's a PC title. Like, I have Anno 2070. So it's like Sim City, but you have to progress your society along. It's not just like keep your people happy. You have to there's objectives you have to do.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
It's really cool, but it's a steep learning curve in that game, first of all. And it's a lot of micromanaging, so I don't know how they're going to pull it off with a PlayStation controller because that game is suited specifically for keyboard and mouse. I don't know how they're going to do it, but at least they're going to try.
They've been doing a pretty good job of that, though, like mapping the keys and stuff. And
yeah, they did it with Diablo. Everyone fucking loved Diablo.
My cat is going fucking ballistic at the door right now. Yeah. Yeah,
so what did you think,
really good.
Phil?
There was some really cool indie games that were announced. I'm not a big indie game guy, but some of those games have like the best. Like the art in them are really cool. They're really colorful games. I'm trying to think of the one they showed at the Xbox conference. That it was like Ash.
The ones with
End or
the
something
creepy
like
no
that.
faces, the no face people. Those
Yeah,
are
the
creepy.
no face people.
That's creepy. I don't know about that. They must have ran out of money
Yeah.
We
before they
can't
could put
draw.
face.
We cannot draw, black lines on faces.
No,
This would cost
ridiculous.
them a lot of money.
Ridiculous. But I think indies came strong this showing. I think this was the E3 since we're in the second year of the cycle of these new consoles, which
Mhm.
are now current gen. They're not focusing on the hardware as much. They're focusing on the actual games, which is what everybody's wanted since they came out. And there's not a lot of also on Xbox 360 or also on PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Mostly all the games are like, boom, this is PlayStation 4, this is Xbox One, this is how it's going to be.
Yeah, they
And-
really made sure they told everybody Xbox One exclusive or PlayStation
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah, but the fucked up thing about that is that a lot of those things in the same breath also said play it on Xbox first or play it on PlayStation first. So they're not exclusives. It's just you got the rights for a couple months before everybody else does. So, I mean, if there's a game you really love, look into it because it's probably going to come to your console as well, unless it's a staple of the series like Uncharted for PlayStation
Yeah.
or Halo for Xbox.
Yeah, and I love when people say, "Oh, it's just misleading because they told us it was like they didn't mention it was coming to Sony or they didn't mention it was coming to Microsoft." Like, no shit. Why would you
Yeah.
advertise someone else's business?
Like the way Sony did with Final Fantasy VII is the same way Xbox did with the
Tomb
new
Raider.
Tomb Raider. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's going to come to every console eventually. It's going to come to PC.
Well-
It's just they have the timed exclusive.
The one thing that might not come to Xbox is Shenmue, just because Sony's actually putting the money towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter.
I mean, and
Yeah, Street
not
Fighter.
to bag on Sony, but that's a smart move.
Oh yeah,
mean-
absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, but you got to look at like more people are going to play Tomb Raider than it's going to play Shenmue. So, I mean,
Hey,
Sony's
man.
not pulling a lot. I mean, I know
I've been-
you are.
Dude,
You were like, you said like an hour before that, you're like, I hope they fucking come out with Shenmue. If
I
they
didn't
come out
care.
and buy a PlayStation,
I didn't even care who fucking said it. Like, I would go buy a Wii U if it was going to be on there. I would buy a 3DS. Like, I don't care. Like, that game. And you know what sucks, though? You know what really hurts, though? Is now that I've played kind of all these amazing, huge, story-rich games since I've played this, it's probably going to be like, eh.
Will it live to the hype?
Yeah, it won't. It just won't, because when I played Shenmue before on the Dreamcast and on the Xbox, the original Xbox, Shenmue 2 was on the original Xbox. It was the only game of its kind that was just all about the story, like this epic tale. This it wasn't an open world, but it wasn't all linear. You could do other things. It was the first game that I really played that had tons of little mini games involved. Like, you could go in the arcade and play another fucking game. Like, that was cool. There just wasn't anything like that. But now, I mean, shit. I mean, when I play The Witcher, I almost stop just because I'm like, this game is too big for me.
they've Shenmue, since it announced it, it now holds the Guinness Book of World Records for fastest video game raised to $1 million. It took 1 hour and 42 minutes to get to $1 million.
Shit.
And a lot of people are giving Sony like the fucking business for doing it this way. But I think what Sony said is like, this game's going to cost like $100 million to make. So if you want $100 million, you need to prove that people want to play this.
Yeah.
And they came out like that, and
Yeah.
it shattered it. They're already over $3 million. So.
Well, it's funny because I read an article today about it where they were, I think it was Polygon that did it, and this is more clickbait bullshit. But they were like, "What's Sony hiding? They won't come out and say what it's going to cost and how much they have." And I'm like, "What the?" Like,
Sony has like billions of dollars. It's not like they're not gonna be able to cover it. So
They're not doing that good. Don't forget about the leak and all that shit going on in the background from the movie department. It's the same company. They're not doing that good. This
They're
is the
not-
only department they're doing good in. Is
yes,
video games. Everything
But-
else is shit.
but they're using it to supplement the other ones.
Oh yeah, they are.
So, yeah, but still, that's the thing, though. Like, they're not going to come out and say how much they're not going to do that. Why?
They don't have to.
When do we forget that video games are art, just like anything else, like music and movies and actual drawings or paintings? It's an art form. at its core, it's an art form. But what happens is when it gets to these big companies and these big publishers, it's a fucking business.
Yep.
And you're not gonna put yourself out there to fail at the business. You're just not gonna do that.
Yeah, Ford doesn't come out and say like, "Oh, we spent $300 million designing this car to sell you for $60,000."
Developing this Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't come out and say that. So
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, man. I think everybody did well, and I think the real winner, like I said in our chat, like everyone's. I went in the IGN chat after it ended for the post show, and that was like,
Mistake.
oh my god,
Monsters.
like the Toxic Avenger would have found it uncomfortable to be there. It was so fucking toxic.
Kabuki, man.
It was so bad. It was just like, fuck you, PlayStation bags, Xbox, or back and forth. It was ridiculous,
dude.
And I was like, I think that who won the conference was the consumers won that conference.
Absolutely.
They got games they wanted this year.
Absolutely.
They didn't get brand new IPs that are uncertain. Like, what was that one that came out last year or earlier this year with the on Xbox, where you had the energy drink and you were shooting everything?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Whatever game that was, like no one wanted
Sunset
that game.
Overdrive.
And it did okay, but no one really cared. But like people wanted Halo 5. They got fucking Halo 5.
Yeah.
People wanted Gears. They got Gears. People wanted Final Fantasy 7 for 20 years and they got it. It's finally like we're getting what we want.
Doom. Big boss.
Doom, yes.
Fallout 4.
Fallout fucking 4. If anybody won the conference, it was Bethesda.
Half-Life 3.
If you could say a
Dun.
presentation won it, it was
Bethesda was fantastic.
Yeah, they were great. They came out with everything and then they were like, "Oh, we got this phone game," and I'm like, "Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. You got to get the phone to unlock stuff in Fallout," and they're like, "It's completely separate from Fallout. It's free to play.
It looked cool as shit too.
Here you go."
I
And
saw
it's coming to Android in a few months. So
Good.
all the Android fans, you'll get your game in a few months.
Good, because I was upset about that. I was a little butthurt about that.
Yeah, me too. I looked at my Galaxy and I was like, "God damn it, I want to play that right now." It was the second highest streamed game on Twitch that night after the announcement. So that says a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed Bethesda's conference a lot. My favorite thing about the entire E3 week and beginning of week, because still news is still going to be rolling out here in the next few days. My favorite thing was the Nintendo Championships. By far, the most fun I had the entire week thus far. It was Mario Maker and the designers of Mario Maker. They actually built these levels, and it was just two guys going at it. And these guys were...
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that. So, two guys playing Mario.
Mario.
They were the biggest
Derailed
nerds ever. I'm not going to make fun of them for that. I am also a nerd. We all are. But
Hell yeah.
it was so fun, man. Like to watch them go through these levels that were insanely impossible. Like there's no way I could have done this, and these dudes were just going through it like it was nothing. I can't say anything without this sounding erotic at all. So
just let it go.
yeah, it was fun. Anyway, Bethesda's conference was awesome.
Some could say erotic.
Some would say erotic. A lot of people got boners that night.
They did.
They did. And then we go to the morning, and I thought Microsoft did a great job. I thought the hardware they did talk about was important stuff. They didn't mention, the 1 terabyte console that had come out a week before, and I think they intentionally leaked that so they didn't have to talk about it, which was great. The new Elite controller looks badass.
Not $150 badass. So that thing's fucking expensive.
I beg to differ.
I don't know, man. It looks that good.
$150.
I
It
don't know
better be
what-
like
I don't
Ford
know
out
what
of
kind of.
adamantium or some shit.
I don't know
for that
what
price.
really good. Am I shaking my table? I don't know what really good controllers cost. Saul would probably be the better one to
I
answer.
spent $175 on mine, and it's where their paddles are, or where I wanted my paddles to be. When I thought if I were to make something like this, I wouldn't put the paddles where Scuff has placed their paddles. I would place them more where I hold the controller, so
like
it's not
where your
so
fingertips are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way more
They did
natural
it.
feeling.
And then they have the bumpers that have like the where it stops so it can shoot faster. And I
The
was
hair,
like,
yeah, the lock hair trigger thing.
I'm like, that's the biggest thing that I want on my PS4 controller is that. Other than that, I can get extensions and I'll be fine. But
Yeah.
for the fucking money, that's not a bad price.
And they sell like different attachments for it. So like Gears, they showed a D-pad wheel because you saw how their D-pad thing looked a little
Yeah.
different.
You can switch it out and stuff. Hey, I'm gonna do a quick impression. All right, I'm the CEO of Mad Cats.
Okay.
Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, he's got some money, so whatever.
Yeah.
You guys talking shit about Mark Man?
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to make you mad. I didn't do it. No, but like they have the D-pad wheel that you can switch out. So I saw a specific to Gears today, and it had the actual like laser printed in that D-pad wheel, what you would switch to. So like heavy weapon, primary
awesome.
weapon. Yeah, it was really cool. I don't know what those attachments are going to cost you or whatever, but if you're big into that game, that would be something that you might want to do. Anyways, just to make the controller look a little cooler. So I thought that was cool. The HoloLens was obviously cool. I don't want to spend too much time on that just because there's so many more questions than there are answers. As Rick stated earlier, the indies I thought were good. Cuphead looks really fun to be co-op playing with somebody. It basically looks like a 30s cartoon version of Metal Gear. Or not Metal Gear, Metal Slug.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Big Boss?
That would be awesome. So that looks like a fun little platform shooter. Halo 5, amazing to me, being a Halo fan. I'm so ready for some squad team action in the campaign. I thought that was
Are
pretty
they
cool.
doing like a Titanfall thing where you have AI or during your
Yeah.
PvP matches and stuff?
So let me talk to you a little bit about that game mode because I don't know. I doubt you watched the video I posted
I
today.
actually watched it.
How awesome does that look?
It looks pretty cool.
So it's a mix between it's not like Titanfall. You don't have to kill it's still like 12v12. But there are enemies that hold specific capture points that you need to kill to actually capture that zone while simultaneously trying to defend and kill off the other team. And then a kind of a page out of Destiny's book, like a public event happens where a boss comes in and whatever team kills that boss gets a certain amount of points. And it's all like random. And they're different bosses that actually have like some backstory to them, I guess. I don't know when you'd find that out. Maybe during the campaign you come across these people. And it's 12v12 plus the AI. The maps are 4 times larger than any other Halo map ever. And you can put whatever vehicles you want in the map, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's different vehicle sets for different maps. But they have this new experience thing where as you go through the game and your team gets kills and you get kills and capture points and stuff like that, you earn this like credit that you can spend on different loadouts. So let's say you earn, I think the max is like 9. So you earn like 9 pieces of credit. You can spend that to get like start off the next time you spawn with a heavy weapon. And then they implemented this card system like Titanfall has with the burn cards. So you could essentially start the game. I'm sorry, take that back. You can't start the game, but once you get to a certain point, you can burn your card and like you could bring a tank in. Like you could spawn in a tank.
Kill streaks.
So basically, so they took like everything from every other shooter and just dumped it into one sandbox. And they're like,
I'm
okay,
cool
here
with
you
that.
go, 12v12, go have fun. And
343 better not fuck this up.
Mm-hmm.
I better not.
I'm sorry, I liked Halo 4. I know.
No,
that-
I'm not saying the game was bad.
No, I
I'm just
like
saying
Halo
like
4.
the
I'm talking-
online.
Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
Oh,
they better
yeah,
not fuck this up.
Yeah, they can't fuck
They
this
can't.
up. Master Chief
That-
finally works, and how long has it been?
Yeah.
8 months.
I don't think they're going to screw this one up. But, they're not doing what they tried to do with the Master Chief. This is one game, so
Yeah.
it's
I think they rushed the Master Chief as well, just to get something out there for Halo fans to keep him on
They-
Xbox for a while.
they needed it because Sony was just destroying
Yeah.
They needed something, and it only proved to make it worse. Actually,
Yeah.
It's really
Did.
so because once people heard it was all broke, they they didn't go buy that Halo Xbox. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
didn't do it. Division and Ghost Recon, I'm super stoked about the Division,
Yo.
even though graphically it doesn't look the same. Fucking the way that game shares the world and how you can play it. And what about that troll video? How do you show as your presentation video
Dude.
people straight getting fucking trolled?
I would just
Yeah.
hear Saul's laughing as he's running away from us.
Oh my god! I mean, you
It's
only
the
lose the loot that you've gained in that zone, you know. And like I was talking to people at work today, they're like, "I don't want that, man. All that hard work." I'm like, then if you're a pussy, don't go into the zone then. Because
Well, just know who your fucking friends are too.
Yeah, don't join randoms and go
No,
into like a bonus zone where you could like PvP matches break out at any moment.
It's gonna just like in Destiny, it's gonna punish like antisocial gamers. You know, like a lot of gamers don't have a lot of friends, so they just go on the forums and join raids or whatever. It's gonna punish those people because they're gonna be like, "Yeah, your loot now that you all got is my loot now, bitch."
I mean, but that's the thing though. Is like if you don't have to go into those areas and you're by yourself, don't go into those areas. I don't
Yeah.
know what else to tell you. I think it's a cool dynamic. Plus, those people got what they deserved.
Yeah, they did.
So, I don't know. I'm excited. The whole E3 was really cool. And No Man's Sky, even though I still don't really know what you do, it's how do you make a game that big? How do you do that?
Random generated.
Infinitely, impossibly huge. And I thought that was so super cool.
Yeah.
And it's coming to PC the same day it's coming to PS4. So,
Yep. He was on the PC show last night and he said they have bots in the game that are going to all these planets and making sure they all work and sending back feedback reports and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, to make sure that it all works when it comes out. So instead of beta testing it, they're beta testing it in-house using their own software.
that is awesome.
Yeah, super cool. I hope it works, man. It just looks pretty. It looks fun to play. It looks interesting. You kind of make your own adventure, and I'm all about that for sure.
Also, a moment of the show was Matt Stone and Trey Parker coming out and just fucking shit up.
Yeah, yeah,
That was the best opening to a conference that you could get right there.
yeah. Those guys are incredible, and
Like-
even in the end of that trailer when they're like available for pre-order now, and then Butters comes up, and he's like, "Yeah, pre-order. That's a good idea." Like, and you hear Kai like, "Shut up, Butters." Like seriously, they know what's up.
It was hilarious, and it was like, it was good for Ubisoft just because they've kind of been on everybody's shit list, and it was good for them to open up. And I mean, come on, the game's called The Fractured Butthole. I mean, and all they
It's
did
awesome.
was talk about buttholes.
It was great.
Oh,
That first game was fun as hell too.
God, there's too much. There's not even enough time to talk about all the shit I was excited for. Like Sea of Thieves, like the Rare MMO, that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, just needed more info on all this stuff. A lot of the
Yeah.
stuff they showed, I was excited for. It was all like pre-captured, rendered shit, and I'm like, well, I wonder if this is going to be as fun, when I actually get my hands on it.
Yeah, Battlefront. Anybody? I mean, that
It
was
looked a
fucking
lot
rocking.
better than I thought it was going to look. To be honest with you,
And there's air combat, and it's not space battles, but at least you're in jets and X-wings and
and they were moving
Fighter.
so fast and shit.
Yeah, they
was
say
cool.
it's more like Call of Duty as far as the speed than it is Battlefield. So
yeah.
when you spawn, you're going to spawn right in the action. You're not going to spawn like Battlefield was always an issue. Like if there was no vehicle and your team didn't have any control points, you were fucked.
action.
Yeah, you were fucked. People wouldn't even spawn. They just wait for your team to capture a point.
Was there any Overwatch crap?
I didn't see any Overwatch stuff.
That's a little let down.
Wasn't really
Yeah,
a lot
that
of.
game looked interesting.
I'm guessing that's on the back burner for now, or
I don't know. There was no Microsoft had a few teams that wasn't there. Quantum Break.
No, nothing from them. Still,
or do you
from
think they're
them.
saving it for the next?
Well,
Big
Gamescom's supposed to be pretty big this year.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand the fact that you can't show any of the footage that you've got going at E3. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. Mass
What
Effect
about
4.
those Destiny Supers coming out? Got him.
So you want to talk about Destiny now? Let's talk about
We
that.
might as well get it out of the,
Oh,
way.
wait,
We're going to talk
two,
about it
two more
anyway.
shout outs before we get into that, because that's going to take a while. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2,
Looks cool.
super excited. Rise of the Tomb Raider, excited for. For Honor looked badass.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
So, and our buddy Caleb played it, who's actually at E3, who keeps writing text messages about all the games he played, and I can't look over there because we're doing a show. But he was on the show floor today playing all the games. And he was actually on TV, which was super awesome. Anyways,
Like,
For Honor looked really fucking cool, and Recore looked pretty cool as well.
who's the best presenter? Because I think that guy might have been the best presenter.
That guy was metal as fuck.
Yeah, he came out and he wasn't shaking or anything. He looked into the camera, was pointing his finger, and he's like, "This is what you want to do."
You want to fucking cut heads off.
Yeah, and it looked awesome.
And you
dude,
know
so-
he had, like you said, Rick, you know he had a sword in his cane.
Yeah, I was like, "Why? He's not limping. Why has he got a cane?" And you're like, "Because there's a sword in it."
He
And I'm like, "Oh,
basically
okay."
was the 50-year-old of Nathan Explosion from Metalocalypse.
Yeah,
That's what he was.
it was pretty cool.
Yes. So let's get into Destiny.
Mm.
All right. So, Saul, you mentioned the supers.
Joe, Thor's hammer. What?
They look,
The solar.
Rad.
The bow and arrow. Fucking, what is that? Void. And then you
it
got
looked arc, actually.
No, it's void.
Is it Void?
And then the
Every-
warlock with their arc. Fucking
Iron Man blasters?
yeah,
Lightning bolts and stuff.
Rated.
All right.
It looks cool. However,
Super upsetting.
I'm gonna get the bitching out of the way first.
Good, because I want to, too.
Yeah, so we'll talk about this for a second.
And
Phil.
make no mistake, folks, this is just bitching.
Yes. Now, if you get the digital edition of the Taken King, if you have all the other stuff, because to have the Taken King, you need all the other expansions. So you need the original game, the Dark Below, what's the new one, House of Wolves, and then to get the Taken King, which is $40 just for that. If you get that as a member from day one, or as a person who buys everything before it comes out, and you get to level 30, you get a sparrow, you get a exotic item, and you get an emblem. However, if you haven't played since day one and you spend $70 and get absolutely everything, all 3 expansions, including the original game, you get all that stuff and you get new dances, which, I mean, we all love fucking dancing in Destiny. Yeah, you don't get that as a day one member. You only get it if you buy the $70 edition or the.
I think they'll change that.
They have to change that because that's a
Dude.
big fuck you to day one fans. I've been playing since the alpha.
Yeah.
I mean, I took like 2.5 months off, but I've been playing. It's been on my PlayStation since the alpha,
Mhm.
and I'm not getting my dances, and that is wrong.
Yes.
And you get 3 class items if you buy that and everything, and then there's like a $100 version where you get like a booklet and everything else.
Mhm.
But basically, if you want to buy it and get all the extra perks, you have to buy everything you own already again just to get that, and that's wrong. And Bungie still hasn't said anything about it. They've been quiet about it.
I think they're
Okay.
testing the waters.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
well, the waters are fucking violent right now.
I can only dream what Reddit looks like.
oh my God, everything I've read, like I actually clicked on Facebook, Bungie, you know, they put on those advertising posts for the Taken King and stuff. And I read the comments and oh my God, like you could feel the heat coming off of the computer.
Diesel will fucking get on that because he's the community manager for Bungie.
Yeah.
And he's always in the forums. He's in NeoGAF. He's in Reddit all the time and everything. And they pull a lot of information from those forums, from those feedback forums. That's going to change. It has to change. Or maybe they just didn't present it well enough that we
Well-
are going to get all those things and we just don't know it yet.
So Caleb asked Caleb McAllister, who is the Smartwatch podcast host, and he covers the division, and he was invited to E3, and he said that Deej was saying that basically he doesn't make the people that develop the game don't make those decisions. Those are for the suits in boardrooms. Is how he explained it. And fine, it's the right excuse, I guess, but here's how I look at it. You're Bungie, you're this great developer, and you've given me so much joy throughout the years, including Destiny. And I feel like I'm being punished for being a day one adopter.
I know this road.
Well, I'm serious though.
I know this road.
And it's like, and I'll get over it, and I'll buy the fucking thing, and I'll play Destiny, and I'll be fine with it eventually. Right fucking now, I'm pissed, and it seems to be this generation's tagline. Let's fuck over everyone that buys our shit first. And
Yeah.
it's not like they're fucking us over, but they're not giving us anything. It seems to me that if you're late to the party, you're getting more party favors than I am, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
And, first of all, $40, it's a little steep. I understand that it's supposed to have all this content, but the House of Wolves was supposed to be a big expansion and fucking was not.
Hope you like playing missions backwards, motherfuckers.
And I'm sorry, but Prison of Elders is no substitute for a fucking raid.
No, it's not.
It's
taxing. It's boring.
exactly. It gets old really fucking fast.
And the weapons aren't shit. Why am I getting these weapons? They don't fucking mean anything. This armor
They
doesn't
don't.
mean
And
anything.
There's
Iron
no
Banner-
reason to run level 35 at all. There's no reason.
Nah.
And Iron Banner was, except for the etheric light, was why? I don't need any of this fucking armor. Like, you're going to make me play Iron Banner to get to level 5 with both fucking characters. I spent a fucking week doing it. And and the armor that I get from Iron Banner, or that I could purchase from Iron Banner, isn't even the light level I need. I've got to use the fucking etheric light I just got.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fucking dick.
Yeah.
I-
They're
and I
saying,
get
though,
Smart
the
business.
rumor is it goes to level 50. That's the rumor now. Bungie
Oh,
saying
I
it
heard
hasn't been
40
confirmed.
something.
But still, just look at the expansions of so far we've gotten. We've gotten one expansion where 2 light levels, and you get another expansion with 2 light levels. If this gives us 15 light levels, that has to be a lot of content in this game to get us there. No one's going to play the same mission 50 times just to get another light level. You know
Would
what I mean?
they, Rick? Wouldn't they?
Well, everybody does, but what I'm saying is, like, you could have got to level 34 in this expansion just doing everything like twice. So
Yeah, I mean, it didn't take much to get to 34 at all
Yeah.
because you just had to do the Prison of Elders enough
Like-
times to get the armor pieces.
Probably like 4 times, and that was it.
And that was
Yep.
it. And
it's coming with new public events are coming. New like patrol missions are coming, which is always exciting because of getting sick of killing 10 Hive all the time. They say the new strike. A playtester for Bungie said it was like Vault of Glass and the one from The Dark Below had a baby, and actually made a good raid. That's long, it's challenging, it's teamwork, it's hard. So like that's what I wanted, because I mean, he still, even as a level 34 character, you go in Vault of Glass level 30, you're gonna get your ass whooped if you ain't paying attention.
yeah,
Yep.
the Vault of Glass is still hard.
But we ran Crota last week with four
solo
people, and it took us 22 minutes, and I fucked up 3 times running Sword because I haven't run Crota in like 2 months.
Yeah.
So we could have done it in 17 minutes. I mean, that raised a joke. But man, I'm excited. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna be pissed if I don't get everything I'm supposed to get, but I'm still gonna buy it just because
Taken looks fucking ruthless.
Yeah, dude. No, like, Oryx looks like a badass.
Yeah, 2 new game modes. You have a capture the flag where it has like this orb, and you have to bring it to your location, but you have to like dunk it into the location. And if you do a backflip while you're dunking it, you get bonus points. So like, yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Mikhail Jordan?
Yeah, and they have a Havoc. I think it's called Havoc, where it's just you have unlimited supers and heavy ammo spawns like every minute.
Oh, man.
So if you have kill bounties you need to get in Crucible, do that game mode. I mean, you'll get them.
Ragdolls.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I don't know, man. I'm like I said, like I mentioned before, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna play it eventually. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I may not buy this right away.
yeah,
I may see how big the content actually is,
Yeah.
and the reason is because there is a lot of shit that I want to buy coming out this fall.
Yep.
yeah.
And a lot of shit I'm going to want to play for a while. So I just want to make sure I'm getting my $40 worth. And hell, if I wait a little bit longer, maybe it'll drop. I don't know, but
And there's rumor that this expansion is going to have 2 other expansions on top of it, like the original game did.
Yeah.
So people are saying like, all right, why not give day one people like a $60 or for that $70 we got to spend?
We'll get everything.
Get the new game and the next 2 expansions along with it.
So why aren't they selling a season pass then if it's going to have 2 additional DLC?
Well, it hasn't even released yet. You couldn't buy this. You couldn't buy the season pass until like the game was coming out. So
Well, I bought Destiny Limited Guardian Edition digitally like months before it came out.
yeah, that's just the rumor that there's going to be 2 of them. They already have names, I guess, but there hasn't been any like word of them. Because that's. I mean, if this game, what is it coming out in November, right? Or no, September.
September.
If that comes out in September, you figure the first expansion will be December or January. The next one after that will be March, and then we're looking at Destiny 2 holiday next year, most likely.
Probably September because they're on that year cycle. But
Because this is Destiny 1.5, basically.
that's too much fucking money. Ugh.
I'm gonna sink like $600 fucking into this game. I mean, however, saying that, I still think I'm gonna get my money's worth because I've spent $90 on it already with this and with the original and the season pass, and I've sunk like 300 plus hours into the game already.
Yeah.
So it's been worth my time.
Yeah, it is. But and that's the thing. It's like Destiny has gotten a lot better than it was last September. It's a better game now.
So much better.
Didn't buff those auto rifles.
So
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. Yeah, like I said, I'm waiting to see what this is going to contain, and if more information comes out before then I might buy it as soon as it comes out. But I'm just going to wait on this one. It's going to be tough to do because a lot of my friends are going to still be playing it. But I'll be honest with you. I've said this before, and I'm going out on a huge limb because of what happened with the Master Chief Collection. I think Halo 5 is going to be one of the best Halo games ever, if not the best Halo game ever, campaign-wise. And I played the multiplayer beta, and I love the way it plays. And so I might not play Destiny that much for a while. And Battlefront looks fucking great.
I'm gonna say the same thing, but for Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
for me.
right?
Yeah.
So
one other thing about Destiny before we move on, it was rumored that the new raid was going to be 3 people because in that video it only had 3 people, but it's 6 people, so it's a full raid again.
okay.
So.
Yeah, I didn't pay much attention out to the Sony part of it. They didn't show much. I know there's a lot more information out now.
Oh yeah, that video I posted on the page is like 8 minutes long, and it shows all the new game modes and everything. It looks awesome.
Yeah, man, E3 shows are so easy to do because there's just so much to talk about.
Yeah, that Titan hammer though, dude, he hit a Cabal across the fucking.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
I was so glad when I saw that because those cocksuckers with a shield. Oh, I hate them.
Oh, the supers. I mean, the game. It looks like really cool content. It's just.
Yeah, and people that were at the booth playing it were saying that it feels a lot more alive. Like things are exploding around you and stuff. There's ships flying all over the place. He's like, it's not just like a stale world like you're used to. Because I didn't even think about it until he said that. I'm like, yeah, there's really nothing ever going on except for drop ships.
Well,
but he's like, now there's all kinds of stuff happening around you.
Yeah, I mean, when you're, like when public events happen, it's cool because it's kind of like there is that sense of community, even though you're not partied up with these people. And like when you were farming these keys in the House of Wolves and stuff.
That was so much fun, dude.
Yeah, you'd have like 6 people in the area, and we'd all be attacking the one people. So.
It was a loot cave all over again, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, but that gave you more of a sense of like the shared world thing. Whereas, a lot of Destiny this go around, if you were playing PvE, was you got onto Destiny to do 1 or 2 specific things and then you got off because you were done. Because we're not just going to fucking patrol. We're not, we're going to do the bounties. We're going to do our weekly. We're going to do our nightfall. I didn't even fuck with the daily anymore. I didn't even do that shit.
Daily? What the hell's a daily?
So I mean, so you do your thing. You do your bounties to level your guns up that you're trying to get and all that shit. And that's it. That's what you do. So you didn't go to Destiny anymore just to be like, I just want to play. I just want to patrol Earth and shoot things. You didn't do that.
Like, it lost its magic because you had to spend so much time grinding in the beginning.
And it's not very big.
Nope.
It's just not very big.
Nope. Earth is the largest open world part of the game, I think. And I mean, even there, you can get from one corner to the other corner in 3 minutes. It's not that big.
Yeah, I don't know. there's a lot of games I'm excited for. I'm even a little excited for Call of Duty, and this happened last year too. So I don't want to. I'll wait. I'll wait for my expert's opinion on that.
That multiplayer, that was a hype trailer right
It
there.
looked cool. It looked very
really
cool.
cool. But it looks cool to the fact that I'll never be able to do anything those guys are doing. But I'll watch people play that game for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the really good Call of Duty players on stream and stuff, I'll want to see them do all that stuff.
Them kill streaks.
Oh,
We
there's
didn't
not
get to see much of those, did we?
Every time you picked your gun up, it was a fucking kill streak on the screen. I swear to God, it was like pop, 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 pop.
I mean, they showed a few kill streak things, but I didn't see too many of them.
The
Unless
ball
I
that
did
comes
and I
out
didn't
of the
know.
sky, that thing, that's one of the
Yeah.
things that rolls you over. It's got like saw blades on it or some shit. But yeah, Call of Duty actually looks fun. Even the the co-op single player they were playing, that looked fun too.
The co-op single player looks really cool. I'm kind of upset about the stigma that Microsoft has with them just being shooters. Like that's all they have. And it's a true statement when that's all they really show is bang bang,
Yeah.
pew pew. But come on, man, that's all we fucking play. That's all we want to play.
Yeah. I do got to give hats off to Destiny for making this co-op thing such a big focal point in a lot of first-person shooter games now. And because that's like Halo used to be my jam, the only first-person shooter I'd play because it was co-op and I'd play with my buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, one thing, new Halo, no split screen.
No couch co-op.
No couch co-op.
Sorry, nerds, get your own console.
Fine with
Which
me.
is
I
sad.
don't fucking use it anyway. Don't split my fucking screen. I want all 55 inches.
Well, I'm
Frame.
used to playing like not used to, but I have nostalgia feels with the 4-player screen when people don't be screen looking, nerd. Don't be fucking looking at my
Yeah.
screen.
I love those days too, Rick, but they're gone.
Yep.
Let's be honest.
Everyone's got the internet now.
We can
so I guess
still
that's okay.
see. Here's the great thing that I've done with the Master Chief collection more than anything else I've done: custom games. So there could be 4 or 5 of us, and we build we don't build it, but we go into a specific map, and it's just us, and it's exactly like it used to be. Only you get your whole TV to yourself. It's the same thing. It's us 4 players dicking around, shooting each other, doing crazy shit, and it's fun. You do have to get the 4 players that want to play, so that's tough. But everybody, if you have a Destiny crew and they also like Halo, it'll be fun to do the Halo thing with the new co-op campaign. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a lot to come. There's a lot coming out this fall, and
I wish there was a fucking E3 like every month, dude, because this would make my job so much easier.
did anybody? So we had Uncharted and Rise of the Tomb Raider, which got pretty extended a gameplay, demo out of them. I thought they both looked really cool.
Yeah.
I like those adventure games, and I could stare at Lara Croft's ass all day.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was a lot of info coming around about that, about how like it's going to come out. So if you don't have an Xbox and that's your jam, you don't have to buy an Xbox. You're just going to have to be patient. Like no one really has exclusives anymore, except for a few minor IPs on each console. So that's the best thing about this E3 is that if you don't have a PlayStation, you don't need one. If you don't have an Xbox, you really don't need one unless you want those like 2 or 3 games that each console brings. That it's actually all becoming integrated. You said it earlier, Phil. The cross-platform thing is huge. I would love to be able to play Xbox people on my PlayStation, even though that's a dream that'll never actually happen, just based on them owning servers. But I love that it's not so much PlayStation versus Xbox versus PC. It's more of a community versus community. Like there's actual communities now, and it's awesome to see that this is finally being put to fucking bed. People buy what they want to buy because that's their preference. You don't need to jive on them for any other reason. Just play what you love, and there'll be people there to play with you. I'm glad both consoles are doing well, and there's player bases for any game pretty much you want to play. This is awesome. Good.
Agreed.
Finally. Fucking finally.
I just it's weird because E3 all it does is basically fuel the fires of war. It's crazy because you can't I can't even say anything without being called a fanboy, and I'm like, no, just
blow-ups.
I can't because everybody's sensitive right now. Like, oh, my console's better. Okay, fine, fuck, I don't have it. So what do you want me to do? I'm gonna I'm going to celebrate what I have on my console, and you're going to celebrate what you have on your console. And if you have both, you can just be celebrating all the time.
With everybody.
And that's okay. Like it's okay that you have Sega and I have Super Nintendo. That's
Yo,
okay.
Not okay.
It is okay. And it's
You don't got no
weird.
blood in your Mortal Kombat, bro.
Yeah,
That's
you got
true.
blue.
I owned a Sega actually. I didn't own a Super Nintendo and I hated it. I mean,
Three
I
buttons.
loved my Sega, but I hated not owning a Super Nintendo.
Me
But yeah, it's like people. I said this on the group page. People want to justify their purchase, and it's like you bought this console almost 3 years ago now, man. Like either live with it, spend more money on a different one. I don't know what else to say.
Your pro tip here: if you own one console and you want to play a lot of shit, get a gaming PC, and then you can play 90% of everything.
Hey, I did that.
Yep.
And
And now
now-
those games that you don't have a PlayStation for, you don't need it anymore.
Buy everything, every console, every PC part.
That's Saul's motto.
See, I want an
And
Xbox.
pre-order
but,
that
like,
shit too to
the
get them,
thrifty person
to get
in me
the
is
dew
like,
points.
don't fucking do that. Don't buy that because you're gonna play Halo 5, you're gonna beat it, and then you're never gonna use it again. Just like my Xbox out there. I'm not saying it's a bad system. I just never played it.
Buy it
So-
all.
You know, I can't justify, just like you can't justify buying a PlayStation for 3 games. I can't justify buying an Xbox for 3
Not
games.
yet. I can't yet. Someday maybe.
I bought PlayStation 3 for Marvel.
You did. You fucking bought a PlayStation 3 because they didn't have a Wii. I was there.
I bet you're happy about that, though.
Who, me?
No, Saul, because
It was no, because he fucking sold it like 2 days later.
Yeah, because I was like, I really don't want it.
He
Then I bought
did-
one like 2 months later.
It was the funniest. I laughed for like 20 minutes because we went into the GameStop at Edison Mall, and he's like, "You got any Wii U's?" And the guy's like, "Nah, bro." And the guy like so cheekily said, "But we got a PlayStation 3. Just came out, $600." Like knowing Saul wasn't gonna buy it, Saul just says, "I'll take it." I'm like, what? I had a double take. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like,
wrap it
"Yeah."
up. Who do you
You
want
know.
the card to go to? Me. I just want to feel
And
awesome and open.
I don't know if his whole plan was to sell it, but he didn't get more money.
No, I think I got an even
He
amount.
just got even back, and it was like,
Yeah.
I think I talked to you. I'm like, how's it? I sold it. What?
Uh,
It was like 3 days ago.
That's before I knew how to hustle.
Oh my god, that was funny. That was funny. So, well, I think we can wrap up E3. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
No, just keep playing. Don't fucking pre-order. Do not pre-order anything. That's all I gotta
Pre-order
say.
everything.
It's so hard not to, but I'm
Make
not
sure to
gonna
get all
pre-order.
those extra skins.
Get the
No.
Dew points, buy Doritos, drink Mountain Dew.
Yes.
do it. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
No, because if you don't pre-order Halo 5, you're not going to get that specific Amazon SMG skin. Okay, so that is a real thing. And if
You
you
need
want the Spartan Lock armor, well, then you need to go to GameStop.
Yeah, GameStop's got exclusives on something. I forget what.
That is ridiculous. How did that happen?
They have it on fucking Halo, and there's another game too.
Like big exclusive.
Big one, yeah.
Yeah, this
Is
because
it? No, it's not.
they're
Destiny.
trying to support a dying breed right now because GameStop's a dying breed. It's basically a pawn shop for video games now.
It's not even. They're not even good at that. They don't even have the best deals. Best Buy has the best deals right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to tell you that, yeah, Best Buy's Gamer Club thing is nuts right now. I also got to tell you that the one good thing GameStop does is they'll sell you digital codes that you can actually activate through the Microsoft Store.
For cheaper than the Microsoft Store will sell them to you.
No, it's the same price, but you like, let's say you pre-order
So- Oh, okay.
and you pay the whole thing. Yeah, once you pay your whole amount, they'll give you a code, and you can pre-download the game and install it just like you would if you purchased it from the Microsoft Store. So if I purchase the digital copy, I can do the same things that anybody else does with the preloading. That's what I did with the Master Chief Collection. It was nice because then I'm ready to go. Like I don't have to put the disc in and install it that day. I don't have to leave and go to GameStop and pick it up in the morning.
I hate
It's
that.
just it's already there. Like I've already pre-downloaded everything. So
I heard you can pre-install Halo 5 right now.
you can limited editions online right now.
Yeah, good for you.
I thought about doing it yesterday, and then I thought how my wife would probably just leave me because I don't have $90 in my account. To spend on-
$90? God damn. You get like the bookends and shit from that?
No. Oh, wait. Here's another exclusive skin for a sniper rifle.
Oh, exclusive skins for $90. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't know. The limited edition comes with certain stuff. I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway. So, well, we're done with E3, but let's quickly talk about our 1 year because it is our anniversary show, even though no one showed up. Tier. So, I don't
Your
know,
mom
what do you-
showed up.
My mom came. Wait,
I'm proud of you, Philip.
she did say she was happy that we enjoy doing what we do and
Yeah.
happy anniversary. So that's cool. But, yeah. Anyway, enough about my mom. Love you. I don't know. How have you guys felt about the past year? You
think it's
think
been
we've
fun.
made progress as a show?
Fuck yeah, we made progress as a show.
I think so.
I like
really did.
shows.
We started with like 20 people in our group. We're up to 173 now. Pro tip to anybody out there listening: fucking add people to our page so we can get the word out more. Let people know. Just try to spread it around so we can
Maybe
have,
show up for like events that we do, like
Yeah.
that we work hard on.
If we have
you.
more interest, we'll be able to produce more content, and we'll just keep
Exactly.
getting better at what we do, and you'll enjoy it more. You know what I mean?
I was
I'm
really,
pro sticker.
This guy loves stickers.
Real.
I was really hoping somebody would show up today because I'd really like to know, like, how we come off to the group members as far as the show goes, not posting and talking about games, but because I think that's actually very healthy. We have some pretty good conversations sometimes. But how do we do as a show? What more could we do? As soon as I get a working AC adapter, hey, I'll be able to use my capture card.
Yeah.
'Cause that doesn't work.
I would love to produce
Thanks,
more
Gist.
online content, which would be sweet. I'd love to do more videos of like Let's Plays and shit.
We need to play Portal 2 drunk.
Yeah, we do. For
'Cause
real.
I've
I'm
never
totally down.
played it.
Yeah, would it be perfect? I want to get you shattered before we even do it, though.
Well, you live in Tampa, so
You
I
still
can get
get
shattered on my
I'll
own.
mail you a
and
fucking 12-pack, dude. Just drink it.
special delivery.
Yeah, just knock on the door. Here, drink this and get on the computer in 6 hours. And it'll be fun as hell because it's a challenging puzzle game that's also doesn't take itself seriously. It's funny as hell. And we'll just have a good time. I want to do that. We need to make that happen ASAP.
We need to play more games together and record it, like all of us.
Now you got your gaming rig set up, we can do it.
I know. Well, what game are we thinking first?
Um,
Saul, your PC is good enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we
know.
thinking? Are we going like Division on PC?
I got that Trin game or whatever. That's
Trine,
3
yeah.
players.
Trine's cool.
That's 3 people.
I don't know if that's Saul's deal though. He doesn't like solving puzzles.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, don't worry about it. So it's a platformer puzzle game.
Yeah.
Fall off the ledge.
There is no ledge, but yeah, you probably could find one.
Well, just once I get my capture card up and running, I'll just start recording some footage of when me and Saul play Destiny or whatever, and fucking if it's anything interesting, I'll put it online. Then me and you can do stuff too.
No, I know. I'm just saying. No, I want to play games with you guys, and I think it would be hilarious if we did some.
I gotta say, our 2 videos we put up earlier of Battlefield 3
Those were
funny
fun.
as hell. Those were funny as hell too.
I can play that.
Trying to fly the chopper, just crashing into the mountain.
I have
God.
that installed and everything.
I was just blazing everything.
Battlefield
dude.
3?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Is it more than 2 players?
Yeah.
I mean, online is multiplayer, but can we do like co-op with 3 people?
Why not?
Play multiplayer.
Fuck it, let's do it. I'm down.
I got to reinstall it, but I can do that.
You named the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I got everything. If anybody else wants to play games with us, just drop your gamer tag in the chat and we'll do it.
it's not gonna happen. I made a whole like file for that, and no one did it.
That's all.
Somebody just made a bunch of dicks out of 8s and equal signs and Ds.
I wonder who that was. Someone who knew the exact code for dick.
The more equal signs you put in, the bigger it is.
So I don't know, man. I've had a great time with you guys this past year. Some shows have been up, some shows have been down. There's times where I get off the show and I'm like, God, that was a fucking good show, man. That was awesome, and I feel really fucking good about it. And sometimes
Usually
when
when
I'm
it ends with laughter.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I really feel good too. Like no pressure or anything, but I always feel good when you guys like will put in the podcast chat we have like. That was a good time. Like then I know it was a really good show because everybody's having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So-
I have a good time doing this. It started out as, hey, like Phil calling me and Saul, like, hey, you guys want to like fuck around and just do a podcast about video games? He's like, just for fun or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll do that. Sure. I'm like, and then a year later, I mean, we've grown.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
Well, we have a web page.
Slowly.
I mean, we have a pretty thriving group. A YouTube channel that doesn't get as much love as it should, and we're on iTunes, which needs to be replaced. And I'm going to work on getting all that done so that we have a functional web page with blog that we could write anything you want to write. I mean, if you want to just post a blog in there about fucking whatever, we could do that, and hopefully we can get all that stuff up and running very soon. But yeah, you're right, Rick. We've come a long way, I think.
Yeah.
In a year, I mean,
Yeah, we're streaming now. You got graphics on your screen and everything.
I
Look
got a
at you,
banner.
dude.
That's when you know you're official. You got a banner.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta keep growing. If anybody wants to be part of this community, let us know, and we'll find something for you to do.
I really wish I could pull in, like, we don't need a lot of guest stars because I think 3 people's good. I think when you start adding more than 3 people, it gets hairy.
Yeah.
But, I'd love to have people come on just for, like, quick interviews of stuff, Like, I'd love to interview Caleb maybe after and just see what he saw at E3. And, what did you play? What did you like? Like, that kind of stuff. And I just like for community members to want to chime in on stuff more. I think what gets lost a little bit on everybody is we say all the time, like, yeah, come hang out. Like, no, we like really makes this so much easier, and the content would be so much better if we have that interaction with the people, the fans, other gamers just like us. I mean, fans is kind of a weird word, but people that play the same shit we do, and then we can see, like, okay, what do you guys like? What do you guys dislike? What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? That kind of thing.
So, man, I'm down. I'm down to make it 2 years. We'll just the next one we'll just have to book seats for, I guess.
Woo woo!
So I don't know.
No.
I don't got nothing left. I've talked about E3. I've talked about my bromance with you guys. Even though you guys like to make fun of me a lot.
Yeah, well, that's the point of being friends. You're supposed to make fun of your friends.
Okay. I'm used to it. I've been Saul's friend for years.
Oh my god.
The best part. The
The
best,
best
part
comeback for Saul is just throw a mirror in his face and be like,
is, wow. The best part. Okay, so we go through our little chat like argument the other day. I don't remember what it was about. Not argument, but just back and forth. And Saul puts in a picture of just Naruto, and I know exactly what that means. That's the best part. It's like, no, everybody was like, why is he doing that? Like Sasuke and Naruto, like, what is he? That doesn't make any sense. They're rivals. He's just being a dick. He's being a dick because he's my rival.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what I do.
So, but that's cool. No, that's fun that we have that kind of relationship. So, anyways, well, we'll go ahead and end our 1-year anniversary show here, since no one else is popping in with any questions or anything like that. Unless you guys have something you want to say.
happy anniversary. No, I love you guys, and I love the community, and I have a good time doing this. It doesn't take up like the majority of my life, so it's fine. And it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I have a new podcast coming out soon. It's going to be with another community member, Alex. It's going to be a Fallout 4 centered podcast.
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
doing it.
Nice.
He's just busy with a lot of sickly family people going on right now.
Okay,
When-
just to let you know, he created a Iron Forge today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday.
Have you seen that man's fucking beard? Of course he created Iron Forge.
He's working on blacksmithing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, it is
Awesome.
awesome. I
That's
like
I was
that one.
sold at that point. He was like, "Do you want to do this?" And I told him, I was like, "Full honesty, bro. I'm like, I've played the last 2 Fallouts, Fallout 3, New Vegas. I'm like, I loved them. They were great, but I'm not like a huge Fallout fan. But I enjoy the games." And he was like, "That's fine." He's like, "I just want someone to shoot the shit with about it." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I'm down."
He
So stay tuned for that. I don't have the name of it yet. He hasn't given me the information because he's putting the show together.
Mhm.
But we'll definitely link it to our page and more content for more fans. And let's just keep doing it.
Perfect. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
And some of you know, I am part of a second podcast as well, the pregame, which we are starting. We're actually doing a show this weekend on our thoughts on the non-existent sports games at E3. It's going to be pretty difficult, but we're going to give it a shot. It's all about sports games and sports gamers. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. And we, like I said, we've had 2 friends of the show that went to E3. And it was crazy. One of them showed up on television as pictures with Aisha Taylor, which is awesome. And the other one was there and got to pretty much do everything. So it's really cool. We do have some connections in some places, no big connections, and that's okay. We're just doing this for fun. And the moment it stops being fun, I'm going to kill this whole fucking place. So, here's a straight up truth. I like playing video games, and I do them because I love them and because they're fun. And when this becomes when this gets in the way of that hobby, or this gets in the way of family or anything like that, I'm just gonna stop, because we're here because we want to talk. Like, I can't talk to my wife about this shit anymore. She's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So honestly, like, you guys are just my pretend wives.
Aw. You got to buy any more shit,
no
bitch.
sex, though.
I'll
There's
leave
no
your
sex.
ass.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
Yeah, well, you want it, but it's not gonna happen. So, anyways, I mean, awesome. 1 year, way to go. Let's fucking keep going.
Yeah, man. I'll be here for the long haul. Let's do this shit.
Let's do it.
Woo! I got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And once again, I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
We love you too, Rick. All right, guys, we're out of here. That's episode. This is 44, right?
Yeah, I think so. Either 44 or 45.
I can't count past 10.
Yeah. You know what? Like, it's lost on me, but I think it's 44. If not, I fucked up the Twitch channel. That's okay. No one's fucking watching it anymore.
As long as you change the number of the stream, we should be fine.
Yes, I did change the number of the stream. So,
All right. Then next show is 45, and that'll be another anniversary.
yeah, well, 50's coming up, man. And maybe
The
somebody will
third
join
time.
us for 50.
Yeah, the third time we've done a 15th show. So
Maybe
it'll be
for
great.
50, we could just fucking play a game the whole time and still have conversation.
And just we'll keep the game audio low. We'll just be shooting the shit while we're playing.
Yeah. Think that's a good idea, Sal?
Oh,
I'm down.
totally down with that.
Because I
Let's do
like
it.
shooting digital terrorists, so we should
Yeah,
do
me
that.
too. Yeah, me too.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Bye bye.
Adios.